Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Metroid Fusion, and with you, as always, is Chris Beck.
Hey, this is Max. Happy almost New Year, Chris.
Yeah, these are the closing days of 2018. How are you feeling about 2019, Max?
2019? I guess optimistic, but I've also been told that optimism is just stupidity, so...
Yeah, I was going to say,
we'll
I've been told the economy's on the verge of collapse, and we have a child in the White House, so...
Oh my god.
Let's
And the
get
government
that out of
is
the way
shut
early.
down, so...
Yeah, dear God, I've never been more grateful to not be a federal employee right now.
Seriously, it's like, I mean, I always know, I never think of, working for the feds as a gamble,
right,
but
yeah.
I'm starting to now.
Well,
like,
and I think for a lot of people, when they hear working for the government, they picture like a high-paying, suit job where you're, like covering up conspiracies.
The best benefits ever.
Yeah, right. No, what they don't picture is like a park ranger who's, earning, like, basic living wages for his family. That's...
Yeah. And it's like, they're not getting, like, I know a lot of it's essential, and so they're still working, which is like kind of its own thing, because a lot of them are getting furloughed, so
right.
they're not working as much, and they're still not getting paid.
God damn it.
Our mail lady.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I just saw her the other day, and it's just like, oh my god, I can't even, she's doing all this, and
yep.
has to wait, and this is like one of the worst times of the year, to be waiting for a paycheck. It sucks, and you don't know when it's gonna end. It's ridiculous, and then my brother, same thing. It's don't know when he's gonna get paid.
What's your brother do?
Oh, he works for the FDA.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just like he's Raj. So he still has to do it. I don't think they're cutting down his hours or anything, so he still has to do everything that he's supposed to. But
oh, beautiful! Just not getting paid for it.
Oh my god,
dude, what a fucking nightmare! Like this country is in the middle of. I mean, not to be like all politics for the whole episode, but damn.
Oh, speaking of which, that's right. We were trying to figure out what was. You know what? So the elevator you came down, that was from. Let's see, like, the hub, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like as soon as you come down that, you want to go, like, to the left to get, like, not your navigation stuff, but your, basically your power.
Okay.
To, like, open those green doors.
Well, I'm gonna try this real quick, since I just discovered I think this is... Yeah, okay, cool.
There we go.
So this is good. This will open the green doors. Finally.
Yeah. I had no idea, so it was like, what, a week ago or so? I just looked it up. I was like, how the fuck?
Oh, yeah, see, I didn't even bother to look it up. I think I was just tired and, like, my brain wasn't processing.
Because I know you upgrade your missiles, like, at some point.
Boy.
So I figured that was it, but it's not.
Yeah, no, green doors don't necessarily mean what they meant in Super Metroid. It's just a security thing.
Oh yeah, they're just like, and the yellow doors, which you think are power bomb, is just another security thing.
Now... Here's a question. There's supposed to be an item down here, apparently, and I can't tell where
Why do
it
they have
is.
rocket boosters on their feet?
Yeah, right?
What the hell? Like,
This
kind of crazy. Are they imitating, or at this point, are they just improving? Like,
yeah, I know, right?
They're just like, we know how we can make this, animal better.
To quote Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld, Mother Nature's a mad scientist, Jerry. And it's Metroid, so who gives a fuck? They don't play by anyone rules but Shigeru Miyamoto, and talk about a mad scientist.
Yeah. Talk about relaying fear, where it's just like, yeah, and then there's this alien, but it has rocket boosters.
Yeah, but he's got
feet.
fucking rocket legs, so good luck sleeping tonight. What the fuck are those? And, like, how do they live? What is their source of sustenance? They're trapped in the wall. Their whole,
That's true.
Their whole goal in life is just to be as pants-shittingly terrifying as they can be.
It's when some unlucky crew member or something comes by, they stretch their gross, disgusting necks.
Hey, yeah, it's like, hey, watch out for the neck demon in Sector 3. Oh, I'll be careful. Oh, God, Carl! Oh, man. Speaking of Shigeru Miyamoto's madness, I now, of course, have Smash Brothers. I haven't unlocked
Right.
anything yet, so that will have to be something that we do soon, but I guess just give me a few days to get some unlocks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's no way I'm taking
Eddie's...
you on with Link or Pikachu.
I really want to learn Link in this game. Like,
actually,
and I'm not great with him, but he seems like he's legit now.
Well,
like that
my beef with Link has always been adult Link is a little too floaty for me, but I always had really good luck with young Link in Melee, and I'm wondering if either young Link is the same as he was in Melee, or if it's like Brawl where they made Toon Link more of the young Link character.
No, young Link definitely seems like Melee young Link to me.
Okay.
Toon Link
so he has like
seems
the really
more floaty.
He has the really hard drop then with his down A, and he should also have a up B attack that doesn't propel him but hits you multiple times.
It hits you multiple times. Yeah.
Okay,
now,
and that's the young Link that I want.
When you do it from the ground, it doesn't make you jump.
Right.
Okay, that's true. I think Link... Oh, wow.
So adult Link, I always had that problem with, is that I would hit up B, and I would just go sailing.
You'd go up.
Yeah. I would just go sailing and not be able to, you know... I'd, like, fly off ledges, because that's just what I do.
Do you jump with the buttons in the game, or do you use, like, up on the stick?
I have my own custom control scheme, so I use... so A and B I leave alone, but then X and Y, I make one of them jump and one of them grab.
Oh, okay.
If that makes any sense.
It does. You got grabbed really close by.
Because I don't... That's the one thing I dislike about the GameCube controller is the Z button. And I don't like accidentally hitting up and then jumping.
No, I don't like that either. So I always... And if you want to use, like, your up tilts, you know, it's really hard to do that, especially, like, coming from a run or something.
Yeah.
And then having to stop and do that, so... I definitely have the buttons for jump.
Yeah.
Actually, and I've been thinking about changing my C-stick to be the tilts.
Oh,
just
really?
Because I tend to use those more than smash attacks.
One of my favorite things about Smash Ultimate so far that I've noticed is that unlike the GameCube version, is when you use the C stick to, or actually I'm using a Pro controller. Full disclosure, right now I don't have the adapter yet. But when you use the stick to do Smash, you can actually charge it now. In Melee...
Oh, yeah, with the C-stick,
yeah. In Melee, you just went. Like, the stick was like your lowest possible Smash.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about it, is it was like, somehow in Melee, even if you went as quick as possible, you couldn't do the quickest one without the C-stick.
Yeah, right, which is fine. I mean, you can still use it that way in Ultimate, but if you hold it, you'll charge it, which is exactly what I wanted, because, you know, sometimes down A, or sometimes using a directional button plus A, I will accidentally just do a regular A attack.
Yeah.
And so this is like the tight... So far, I can't wait to use the GameCube controller, but so far I'm noticing that this is like easily the tightest the Smash controls have ever been for me.
It's
I know
super
what's coming.
Yeah.
Come on, you bastard.
It really does remind me of Melee a lot. I'm not saying Melee is like definitely the best.
Oh,
but
it's definitely the best. I'm
just,
saying it.
it's the one I played the most. It's definitely the one I played the most, and I'm so used to the gravity and everything in that game. And this game is just like, it's almost like shamelessly they're just trying to get really close to Melee again, and it's like I love it. It's so great, and it's some of the mechanics are interesting. They took out the perfect shield, which I was never. There's the good old heater.
There's the heater.
There's the heater. So I was never great at perfect shielding, but I know it was a way that you could bounce back projectiles.
Right.
You know, so people had to think twice if they were going to camp or something.
Yep.
And now in this game they have the parry, but no perfect shield, so projectiles are kind of a threat.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't really use anyone that has projectiles, but I'm thinking about Link. Like, I mean, he has the boomerang and the what do you call it? The arrow.
Yeah.
and he's really good at edge guarding or even just controlling the ledge in general.
Yeah.
When someone's off, just like you throw a bomb down there, so it's like if they go too low, you can explode it whenever you want. If they're far off, you use the, a mixture of the boomerang and the arrows. It's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the things I'm thinking with
to...
Falco. In Melee, that was always my technique, was if I'm not close to somebody to just grab and brawl them, then I can just pepper them with damage using his blaster. And
yeah, he was the blaster interrupted them, right?
Yes,
like they would flinch.
Yeah, which is really nice with Falco. And so in Smash Brawl and Ultimate, I noticed it was significantly nerfed. And so if it's, as you say, with projectiles, then I'm actually kind of excited to see how his blaster works. I've been sort of using Fox, but I'm noticing the same thing, the same issue I always have with Fox, which is that he's so unwieldy.
I gotcha.
It's kind of like gliding around the stage, whereas Falco always feels more grounded. Okay, here's the boss fight I was thinking of. Yeah,
is this the...
That's what I've always loved about Falco, is that he's got Fox's moveset, but I can actually control him.
Yeah. They definitely, as far as like the spikes, smashing people down, it seems like pretty much everyone has one that you can pull off. I love it.
Yeah. Shit. This boss is actually kind of a bitch.
You can only hit him like right from the top, right?
Actually, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
That'll do.
Have it.
He's not feeling so
great.
Just
missiles are everything in this game.
Oh, shit. Except now he starts to get a little aggressive.
Now he's starting, yeah.
Ow, come on.
Tearing off its...
face, you know.
Can you shoot those little bombs?
I don't think so. There we go.
Yeah, that fire's annoying. Alright.
We're fine.
That's not too bad.
I recall dying to him like once or twice previously.
Yeah.
Which is kind of embarrassing. I know there's a rematch. Well, obviously there's a rematch with him, but I feel like there's something over there.
There's something in there,
Yeah, for sure.
Missiles? Can you knock it in there?
No.
Oh.
Oh. We're both just fucking wrong, yeah. We're just stupid.
I still feel that way, but...
Yeah,
whatever.
We'll come back with the screw attack, and yeah, there we
go. No, wait, what the hell were we... Oh, yeah.
Brawl, or Melee, or Ultimate.
I love that there's certain things that I enjoyed, like in 64 and Melee, that seem to have come... Like, Kirby in 64, the fucking sword, where you could spike people with his up B.
Oh,
and
yes.
Just, spike them, really satisfying. And it seems like it's not quite there with Kirby, but with
I actually
Chrom,
haven't used Kirby yet.
He's okay. Just because I always like Kirby. They brought back his... I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's at least not horrible like Melee's, is his fireball when you run and hit A.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, in Melee, he turns into a fireball. But in Brawl and Smash 4, he did like a breakdancing thing.
Yeah.
And now they brought the fireball back, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay. You know, the only thing that I am still not liking about... Come on. God damn it. About Mario, of all characters, is his B attack being the cape.
The side B? Or...
Yeah. I could never get the hang of the cape. And I always just want to hit somebody with a fireball, and instead he goes for the cape.
Oh, I gotcha. I hate that his flood. I'm not a Mario player, but his down B, instead of being the tornado, being the flood.
Yeah,
it's...
Yeah, I miss the tornado. And, that's kind of the only thing is I do use Mario sometimes when there's no one else.
Yeah.
In the roster that I'm decent with yet, or if I'm still unlocking everybody, I'll occasionally bust out Mario. And,
he's solid, for sure.
Good enough!
Good enough.
Good enough!
Yeah, Mario's got the dunks.
Yeah, but, that's the sad thing. I really like Mario, and love Mario as a character. But kind of like the main character syndrome in fighting games, where they're just so balanced that it's kind of milquetoast ever playing as them.
It can be.
And he doesn't
It's
necessarily excel in any one area, you know? It's...
Yeah, I mean, I've played against some really good
all-rounder.
Mario players in, like,
for
Melee
sure.
and Smash 4.
Yeah.
But you're right, there's nothing he's great. Like, his throws are great. His back throw is great.
Yeah.
He's got good edge control with, like, dunks and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, aside from that... oh, nice.
Tight. But yeah, actually, well,
do you
I
think
guess
you'll play as?
you'll have to tell me how Dr. Mario is. If Dr. Mario has more of the original Mario's moveset.
He does. He has the tornado.
Okay, the tornado is
You know,
what like the main reason that I would use Mario in like old school
Yeah,
Smash.
I like the Luigi tornado, and they kind of nerfed it. Like, Luigi tornado, like in Melee, you could, like, travel with it, and it was very floaty.
Okay, so here's a question. Is the Luigi missile back in full force, or is it nerfed?
I don't think it's nerfed. I think it's... You know what? If anything, it's buffed. It seems like the misfire... Oop.
Yeah, right
I
there.
almost dropped my microphone there, yeah. the misfire, where it kind of really goes nuts and can hurt people, it seems like I get it more often.
Oh, nice.
So I haven't looked at the stats or anything if this is confirmed, but I seem to be getting misfires like 1 out of 4 times.
Luigi was always kind of my backup character.
In Melee, his aerials are solid. He just smack.
And then when you would
seems
land,
like he had superiority.
Yeah, when you landed a lucky up B, there was nothing more satisfying.
Oh my god!
Sending people sailing.
Apparently, he has, and I think this is beyond my skill probably, but he has like a 0 to death combo that involves the up B in this game, where it depends on a character's weight and everything, but you can modify the combo depending on their percentage from like 0 to 50, and depending on their weight too, where it's basically like a down throw, and then it's like a couple aerial kicks, and by the time you land, you do an up B, and they can't shield it because they're still stunned, and it's like, damn, and it kills them. You get a down throw on someone, literally, if they're a light character, at 0, and you kill them.
Huh.
If you know the combo, it's like, that's, I mean, that's
fascinating.
You got to be able to pull it off. It's very situational.
Sure.
But for the situation, hell, that's pretty good.
Well, that's what I'm really liking about this more recent trend with Smash, is that Nintendo has found a way to make it like one of the best party games in the business, while at the same time also being like a serviceable hardcore fighter if people want to play it that way.
They're making it both somehow,
which doesn't seem like it would make sense.
I feel
because like fighting games, I feel like they're either, casual and meant just to be played on the couch with friends, or they're like completely inaccessible tournament fighters. It's like a good example being like let's think like Street Fighter versus Power Stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
Power
Stone's
kind of
just a party game.
Accessible, just fun and crazy.
Yeah, just
a lot of shit going on.
Yep. And then with Street Fighter, and Street Fighter is certainly more accessible than a lot of fighting games. But at the same time, if you're gonna get into it and play against anyone with even a little bit of skill, button mashing won't save you. It's just
especially the mainline games. I mean, 5 is apparently slightly more accessible.
Okay.
But you like 2 and 3. Oh my god, 3. That's like, you better know what the fuck you're doing.
I never played 3. I played Street Fighter 2 and 4. Those are my Street Fighter games.
Great games. 3 is like it's very different with the parry system.
Okay.
And it rewards you kind of knowing all the characters. Because once you know the characters really well, you know who you're fighting against, and you can parry them effectively. That's it's a high wall of skill in that game, and I'm not great at it at all.
Who is your main in Street Fighter?
Street Fighter 2.
Oh yeah, let's go 2. Just because that's the one I have the most experience with.
Probably Ken.
Okay,
like
Ken.
Same.
You're
as
a
4.
Ken Ruba.
I am a Ken for sure.
Okay, so
I like Chun-Li, but
I can use Ken, but believe it or not, I'm one of those weird people. My main is Fei Long.
Oh yeah.
Just because
that's right.
If I'm ever like in a pinch, with Fei Long, you can basically just rotate the D-pad in a circle and kick. And, you know, that's usually enough to flummox the AI.
It'll do something, yeah.
Even on hard mode. Well, and for a while, with the Street Fighter 2 HD remake, which is literally just a reskin of the SNES version, which I love. I actually did get pretty darn good with Fei Long for a while, but he controls slightly differently in Street Fighter 4, and I don't know why, but I can't land his. And I think you and I explored this a little bit. I cannot land Fei Long's kicks in Street Fighter 4. Like I press the right button combinations. Yeah, I don't know. It's something subtle because the PS4 D-pad is great.
Yeah.
I don't know what the issue was. Okay, we're going to Sector 6, baby.
Sector 6.
Sector 6.
Yeah, the Street Fighter 4 games were pretty fun. It was basically just like a Street Fighter 2, only
Street Fighter 4 was very good, but sadly I just couldn't use my favorite character. So I kind of bounced around. I used, shit. Oh, incoming dispatch. The plot is thickening. But I don't really care all that much. Does Samus suspect anything?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, affirmative. Okay. There's always a good white guy in a suit dominating everything. Right? Words. Oh, so yeah, Street Fighter 4 I enjoyed, but I didn't really play seriously. Like, the only fighting games I've really played seriously are kind of sort of Street Fighter 2, but even then I was about 20 years late to that party. And then the original Soul Calibur.
Oh, Soul Calibur.
Dude, the original Soul Calibur I dominated. You know, I heard Soul Calibur 6 is really good, but
I've heard that too.
I keep holding my breath that they're basically just going to do what they did with Street Fighter 2 and just re-release the original with ultra-polished graphics. Like,
I wonder if they have Soul Calibur on the PS4, you know, as like a network game or something.
They may. But man, I also, the other thing is, I don't know if I'd even be able to do it the same way. You know, it's one of those games where the Dreamcast controller just worked.
Somehow it was good for it,
It was just, like, for arcade fighters and for Sonic the Hedgehog, the freaking Dreamcast
it was
controller.
Great.
Nothing can beat it.
Yeah. I played Soul Calibur the other day, the original one. Christmas party. It was arcade headquarters.
Nice.
And I mean, I was pretty drunk, so I was not great at it.
But you know what?
They had
Lizard
Man.
It still holds up, though, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It's just a solid game, you know, and it's all about timing, and you know, when it comes to like the what do you call that? The guard smash.
Yes. Well, and what I like about it is that it's not. Well, there are certainly combos, but they're not like button prompt combos. You know, it's all of the techniques you can do are directional based instead of input based.
Yeah.
And so there's no skill required to pull them off, but there's a lot of skill in knowing like where you are locationally to your enemy and then what combos string together really well.
Yeah, I feel like Soul Calibur was also a lot of sort of like rock paper scissors for a 3D fighter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Where it was, you know, I'm going to do this high attack, or I'm going to do this this kind of like, you know, or if they're going to guard or not, and it's like, are you going to do like a sweeping attack, or are you going to do, you know, like something that sweeps around them in 3D space? These fuckers will freeze you.
Yeah, they will.
So,
oh, no.
like more than Tekken, I feel like was just like space control.
What the fuck?
What are you?
That shit?
Come on, that is some Mega Man level shit.
Yeah, that
like,
was some bullshit.
Here's a free life. Just kidding.
Oh, I guess you don't want the missiles.
Oh, there we go. I played as Lizard Man in the original Soul Calibur, which I'm pretty sure is just Sophidia.
Yeah, it is. He's a reskin. Well, that's the thing. They kind of do what they do in Melee, where even though they have the same moveset, they vary in the way that they handle. So, like, for me, my main character was Siegfried, who is, you know, just Nightmare, but
definitely some... I think more than any of the other characters, those two, while similar, were pretty different.
They were. And, you know, that was before they kind of basically made Siegfried the main character. In the original one, it was Keelik was the balanced one, and Siegfried was, he was almost kind of a heavy character, which is interesting because I don't usually play as the heavies. But he controlled just, you know, he was just agile enough. And he had such good reach. I think his reach was more his main
He had good reach, and he could, like, follow. It's not like, I mean, he had combos, but he could follow up on stuff. Like, you're on the ground, it's like, well, now I'm going to swing my... Oh, I didn't realize her health was low at all.
Yeah, those ice bitches hit me. Yeah, no, reach and power, that was Siegfried's big thing. And
then he has that move where he just stomps on you. He just curb stomps you to death.
My favorite was one that always used to piss off Brian Murray back in the day. Which is the one where it's a grab, and he slams his sword hilt into your face. I just called it Eat the Sword, and Murray would just, if you fucking say Eat the Sword one more time. Bastard broke one of my controllers. Oh, man.
I like Soul Calibur 2, but I think the original Soul Calibur and Soul Calibur 4 is where I have most of my good memories with the series.
Oh, yeah.
Soul Calibur 4 was solid, for sure.
I don't remember. I don't think I even played Soul Calibur. Was that the one with Darth Vader?
Yeah, Darth Vader and Yoda.
Okay.
And it introduced
I mean, I saw it, but I didn't play it.
Yeah. It's a good one. It was, like, I think the only one... Wait, let's see. What did Soul Calibur 5 come out on?
That had to be PS4, right? Now, Soul Calibur 5 is the black sheep, right? It's the one where you play as, like, the kids of the previous generation of Soul Calibur fighters?
Yeah.
Which they are retconning, I think, in 6.
I think that's where it started. Yeah, I don't know if they're retconning it or continuing it.
Oh, really? Because you get all the main characters
Mitsurugi looks super young. And no. You're right. Soul Calibur 5, you play as the kids. Soul Calibur 6 is a it's a, what do you call it?
Flashback or something.
They're starting over.
Oh, it's a reboot.
Yeah, it's a reboot.
Okay, I'm down with that.
So, and of course, I'm excited to play as like 2B and Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, of course. Oh, dude, Geralt in a fucking fighting game. That's if I pick that game up, he's gonna have to be my main.
I think it's pretty funny. I thought that was like another fake.
The funny thing about Geralt is if he beats you, he fucks you.
Doesn't even matter if you're a dude.
That's his victory pose. Is he just starts fucking you.
He's just looking at the camera.
Oh man!
Off screen, you see his scarred body and
you should have fought
the legs of like Mitsurugi off screen or something.
And just gentle sobbing. I'm a horrible man. Oh no. We're about to get fucked. I don't know, man.
No, you're good.
Are we, though? Okay. Oh, God!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus! No! No! How did she know? How did she know what to do?
Get the fuck out of there.
I'm trying, Max! She's so fucking fast! Ah! No! Oh, I was not prepared for that.
Can you even escape that? Like...
Oh, they throw us all the way back here.
God
damn it. You know what? Next time on Play the Hits, we're gonna fucking be better prepared for that part. Oh.
Or just hide better.
Yeah, there we go. We'll see you then.
Alright, see you next time.